Hello and welcome to English with Ease. I am very happy that you are here today. In this lesson, we will learn how to talk about your daily life in English. You will hear slow and natural English sentences. You can listen, repeat, and practice with me. We will start with simple sentences, and then we will expand them into longer, more detailed sentences. Today, we will cover many situations in life, and you will learn many useful words, phrases, and sentences. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's start with the morning. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I open my eyes slowly. I stretch my arms and legs. I yawn and smile. I feel happy to start a new day. I brush my teeth carefully. I wash my face with cold water. I feel refreshed. I take a shower. I feel clean and awake. I get dressed. I choose my clothes depending on the weather. I sometimes listen to music while I get ready. I eat breakfast. I sometimes drink coffee or tea. I sometimes eat eggs, bread, fruit, or cereal. I check my phone. I read messages and emails. I read the news. I plan my day. I go to work or school. I usually take the bus. Sometimes I ride a bike or drive a car. I greet my family or housemates before I leave. Now, try to say your own morning routine in English. You can use sentences like, I wake up at, I eat, or I go to. Add details. For example, I drink coffee while reading the news, or I take a shower and feel fresh. Try to speak slowly and clearly. Practice saying your routine several times. Next, let's talk about work or school. I work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I have a short break at 10 a.m. and I drink some water. I answer emails and attend meetings. I write reports and plan my tasks. I sometimes call my colleagues or friends to discuss work. I go to school from Monday to Friday. I study English in the evening because I want to improve my speaking, listening, reading, and writing skills. I review vocabulary and grammar. I sometimes meet my classmates to study together. I also watch videos in English to improve my listening skills. Let's expand sentences about work or school. I have lunch at 12 o'clock. I eat sandwiches, rice, or salad. Sometimes I go out to eat with my coworkers or classmates. I enjoy trying new foods. I drink water or juice with my lunch. I check my messages and reply to emails. I finish work at 5 p.m. I sometimes go shopping on the way home. I enjoy listening to music or podcasts while I travel. I like to practice English during my free time. I sometimes write down new words I learned. I practice speaking English with my friends. I sometimes practice speaking in front of a mirror. Now, let's talk about afternoon and evening activities. After work or school, I go to the park. I walk, run, or exercise. I sometimes meet friends to play sports. I enjoy spending time outdoors. I sometimes visit a cafe or a library. In the evening, I cook dinner. I try new recipes or prepare my favorite meals. I eat dinner with my family or friends. After dinner, I clean the dishes. I watch TV or a movie. I read a book or listen to music. I sometimes write in my journal or plan for the next day. I sometimes talk to my friends on the phone. I sometimes play games online. I sometimes learn a new skill, like drawing, painting, or playing a musical instrument. Let's practice talking about hobbies. I like reading books, watching movies, listening to music, cooking, and playing games. I enjoy drawing, painting, or taking photographs. I sometimes go for a walk in the park or go hiking. I enjoy spending time with friends. I like to learn new things. I sometimes watch educational videos to improve my English. I practice speaking English with my friends or online. I write sentences in English every day to practice. I sometimes memorize a few new words every day. I sometimes write a short story in English. Let's combine morning, work, free time, and hobbies. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth and take a shower. I eat breakfast and drink coffee. I go to work by bus and attend my meetings. I have lunch at 12 o'clock. I finish work at 5 p.m. I go for a walk in the park and exercise. In the evening, I cook dinner and eat with my family. I watch a movie or read a book. I practice English and write sentences in my journal. Before I go to bed, I relax and plan for the next day. Now, let's practice questions and answers. Repeat after me. What time do you wake up? I wake up at. What do you eat for breakfast? I eat. How do you go to work or school? I go by. What do you do after work or school? I. What are your hobbies? I like or I enjoy. What do you usually do in the evening? I usually. How do you practice English every day? I. Asking and answering questions is very useful for real-life English. You can try asking these questions to yourself or a friend. Repeat each sentence slowly. Try to add more details. For example, I wake up at 7 o'clock and drink a glass of water, or I go to work by bus and listen to music on the way. Let's expand further with real-life situations. At the grocery store, I ask for what I need. I say, "Can I have some apples, please?" Or, "How much is this?" I practice saying thank you and excuse me. I learn how to ask where items are. I practice saying numbers in English, like prices. At a restaurant, I order food politely. I say, "I would like a sandwich, please," or "Can I have some water?" I practice asking questions about the menu. I sometimes ask, "What do you recommend?" Or, "Is this dish spicy?" When I travel, I ask for directions. I say, "Excuse me, where is the bus station?" Or, "How can I get to the airport?" I practice asking for help politely. I also learn to understand the answers. I say, "Thank you very much." I sometimes ask for the time. I ask, "What time is it?" I also ask about prices. How much does this cost? I practice saying numbers clearly. I practice English at home. I describe what I do every day. I say, "I wake up at 7 o'clock. I eat breakfast. I go to work." I describe my feelings. I say, "I feel happy. I feel tired. I feel excited." I describe the weather. I say, "It is sunny. It is rainy. It is cold today." I describe my plans. I say, "I will study English. I will cook dinner. I will go to the park." I practice conversations with friends. I ask questions. How are you? What did you do today? Do you want to go for a walk? I answer questions. I am fine. I studied English today. Yes, I want to go for a walk. I practice small talk about the weather, hobbies, and daily routines. I repeat sentences to speak clearly and slowly. I also learn English words and phrases. I make a list of new words every day. I practice pronunciation. I repeat sentences with new words. I use new words in my own sentences. I try to make a short story using the new words. I practice reading aloud. I listen to English audio and repeat the sentences. I speak slowly and clearly. I try to understand every word. Now, let's talk about social situations. I visit friends or family. I say, "Hello, how are you?" I greet politely. I ask, "Would you like some tea?" I listen and answer politely. I sometimes make small talk. I say, "The weather is nice today," or "I like your dress." I practice saying compliments. I also ask questions politely. "What are you doing?" Or, "Do you want to join us?" I practice saying goodbye. See you soon. Take care. I practice English in many places. At the bank, I ask, "Can I deposit money?" Or I want to open an account. At the post office, I ask, "I want to send a package," or "How much is the postage?" At the store, I ask, "Do you have this in another color?" Or "Can I pay by card?" I practice polite expressions, "Please," "Thank you," and "Excuse me." I also practice English for travel. I say, "I need a ticket to London." I ask, "Which platform does the train leave from?" I ask for directions, "Excuse me, how do I get to the station?" I listen carefully to instructions and repeat them silently. I practice asking questions and answering politely. I practice describing my day in detail. I say, "I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. I go to work. I finish work at 5. I go home. I cook dinner. I read a book. I go to bed at 10. I practice saying my feelings. I feel happy. I feel tired. I feel excited. I practice adding details. I drink coffee while reading the news. I listen to music while cooking dinner. I talk to my friend on the phone in the evening. I practice speaking about past events. I say, "Yesterday, I woke up at 7. I went to work. I met my friend. I ate lunch at a cafe. I watched a movie in the evening. I went to bed at 10. I practice speaking about the future. I say, "Tomorrow I will wake up at 7. I will go to work. I will eat breakfast. I will meet my friend. I will practice English." I practice asking questions for conversations. I ask, "What time do you wake up?" "What do you eat for breakfast?" "How do you go to work?" "What do you do after work?" What are your hobbies? What will you do tomorrow? I practice answering politely and clearly. I repeat sentences slowly. I practice English every day. I speak slowly and clearly. I repeat sentences. I write sentences in a notebook. I read sentences aloud. I try to think in English. I use English to describe my day. I use English when I go shopping. I use English when I travel. I use English with my friends. I use English when I cook. I use English when I read or watch videos. I practice listening and speaking. Learning English is fun. Learning English is useful. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Repeat sentences. Listen carefully. Read sentences aloud. Write sentences. Think in English. Use English every day. You can learn step by step. You can improve every day. Thank you for learning with me today. If you liked this lesson, subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you don't miss the next lesson. Keep practicing English every day. Speak slowly.